Hi, it's Linda from Green Life Soil.
Lisa from the greenhouse.
And today we're going to be talking about some of the summer pests in our garden.
Oh, yes.
So this time of year, I'm sure you know, you've seen the white cabbage butterfly around, there's aphids, there's all sorts. And companion planting is one way that may help.
Yes, definitely. An emphasis on the may, because depending on what you do is whether it will work or not. I've tried a few things that haven't worked, but I've tried a few things that have worked. So just trial and error, really.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So some of the herbs that we've got here that are worth talking about for companion planting?
Yes, we've got the tansy, beautiful tansy here. It's supposed to help deter the cabbage moth, also ants if you're lucky.
And flies, I believe.
Yeah, flies, that's it, flies as well, yeah. And it's got the most magnificent yellow flowers, so that's great for the bees as well.
Yes. With a lot of these herbs, it's the essential oils in the leaves that are the effective ingredient. So by crushing them or having them near a pathway that you brush past, they make them quite effective. Dill is one that is a very good companion plant for brassicas. So it's not ideal to be growing the brassicas now, and that's things like your kale, your cabbage, your broccoli. They do get hammered by the pests, but something even in wintertime you can grow dill throughout our mild winters, and it's a good companion for those.
I don't tend to grow this when it gets too hot, because it doesn't like the heat too much. So yeah, that's a good one for winter. Nasturtiums, another one.
Yes.
Not only good for us, but good for the beneficial.
Yep, the flowers will attract
insects.
The beneficial insects, but the other thing about nasturtiums is they're a great sacrificial plant because the white cabbage butterflies love them. So they'll come in and lay their eggs on the nasturtiums, and you'll have heaps of caterpillars, but fingers crossed they'll leave your good veggies alone, and you can keep that as a sacrificial plant.
They're also good for aphids as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and what about sage? This is a lovely, lovely golden sage.
Yes, sage is good for the cabbage moth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the sages, they're absolutely beautiful.
So do you want to grow your herbs and things separate from your veggies, Lisa?
No. If you have a look at a garden that's immaculate, the insects look at that and think, oh, yummy, I know where I'm going. Okay. So if you plant all these herbs in between your immaculate vegetable garden and make it more like a smorgasbord for your animals, they get all confused, and they'll go to the lovely flowers, and they will leave your veggies alone.
Yeah, so mix things up a bit. You bring in the beneficials too that will come in, and they help pollinate your vegetable crops. Yeah. So it's the best way to go about it as far as a bit of biodiversity and having that range in your garden.
Yeah, neat's not always good.
No. With regards to the white cabbage butterfly, are very, very common, but there's also a cabbage moth that people tend to get them a bit confused. But the cabbage moth is a separate little insect. It's only about a centimetre or centimetre and a half big, and being a moth, they're active at night, but they will lay their eggs on your veggies, and they'll do lots of damage too with the green larvae. Right. So if you must use a treatment for your caterpillars, this is one of the best ones. Nature's Way, commonly called Dipel, active ingredient, I'll have a crack, Bacillus thuringiensis.
There you go.
Yep. Very good. And basically there's 4 little sachets in a box that you mix up with water and you spray on your plants. Now what this actually is a bacteria that grows a protein in the gut of the caterpillar. They stop feeding and they'll die in about 3 to 5 days. And it is perfectly safe for humans, it's safe for other insects, so it is a registered organic, like it's allowable for use in organic gardens. But in saying that, there are parasitic wasps that come along and lay their eggs in a caterpillar, and so if you're killing the caterpillars, then you are affecting the parasitic wasps and their life cycle as well. That's right. So I'd like to encourage you only to use the sprays as an absolute last resort, because there's always some knock-on effect in your garden.
And if you do use the organic sprays or the homemade sprays that you do yourself, then if we do have rain, then you have to apply that product again, because it will wash off, because it doesn't stay there forever.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go.
Yes. Just a quick one is elder leaves. I was researching it the other day. Elder leaves are very good traditionally as a fly deterrent. So I believe if you crush them up and put them in your hat, the flies will stay away from you, or just rub them on your skin, turn it into a cream to put on your face, then
worth a
shot. No flies. I'm going to try it.
Absolutely. We'll let you know how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.